Hi, my name is amish.aggarwala. I'm an advocate practicing at the Supreme Court of India. And today, what I wanted to talk about was how important it is to take action immediately when it comes to anything that you need to do before a court of law. When I think about the kind of cases that I have done for my clients over the years, there are several examples that come to my mind where the client taking prompt action on time as suggested by his lawyer worked out great for the client. There have been some occasions where even working fast or moving fast in the particular direction that was suggested to the client was maybe not as beneficial to the client as on certain other occasions. But there are few situations where when the client did not act as fast as that client should have acted, the client suffered some major repercussions. One such situation that I was talking about with a new client that came to my office today was this particular situation that happened a couple of months ago. This prospective client reached out to me via social media and asked me if I can help with this particular case that she was facing. She was accused of an offense. I asked her details. I asked her to come down to my office and to meet with me. She said, fine, she'll come. And she told me that she'll come in the next week or so. She did not show up. After about another month, she called me up and asked me, when can we meet? I said, anytime you say, tomorrow, day after, whatever's convenient, come down to my office, let's discuss this case. She did not show up for another week or so. And then after that, I get another call. I think the whole thing from the first call that she made to the final call before the situation arose was, I think, around a month and a half or perhaps around 2 months. One night she finally calls me up and says, sir, tomorrow evening 5 p.m. no matter what, I'm dropping down at your office. And I said, fine. And the next day in the morning at 9 a.m., the day she was supposed to show up at 5 p.m., at 9 a.m., I am rushing out to court. I am preparing myself. I'm collecting my files. I've got 2 matters for the day. And I got a call at precisely 9 a.m. and 1 minute. I get a call from her saying that the police are right outside her house. And I did not have any answer for that. Because at that moment, because she was an accused person, because she was not appearing before the court for a very long time, she had been declared a proclaimed offender under the Criminal Procedure Code. And it became imperative on the police to track her down and to produce her before the court. Where in a situation like this one, an accused person would ordinarily never be granted bail. And this is precisely what happened. At that point of time, even I could not help her out. I had my commitments to my matters for that day. She called me up in the evening and recounted one of the most horrific experiences of her life, where even I felt quite bad for her. She told me that she was taken to the police station. She was taken to the court after that. The complainant and other persons who were also interested in the matter showed up, opposed her grant of bail, and it was only upon her assurance to the judge that she will definitely settle the matter with the complainant, that the judge allowed her to go back home that day. And she had certain other challenges as well, which would have made her going into custody very difficult for her. And that day always haunts me, where I was unable to help a person in need. Of course, on a major account because of the fault of the person. And every single time any client comes to me nowadays, I tell them this incident that happened with this particular person. And I always ask them to move quickly, if not with me, with anybody who, any lawyer that they think is right, but they should definitely move forward as soon as possible. Now, in contrast, another case comes to my mind. A client's money was stolen from the client's bank account, and the client approached me quickly. We moved the appropriate applications before the police, and then an application under section 156(3) of the Criminal Procedure Code swiftly before the court of the Metropolitan Magistrate. And because of the running around that we did, the investigation which was launched by the police ended up recovering a major chunk of the money from the bank account itself to which the amount was transferred from the client's account. If we would have caused any delay, the rest of the money would also have been taken out, and it would have caused further problems for the client. Ultimately, the client recovered the entire amount of money. But the speedier approach of running around and getting this relief played a major role, in part, to get this money back. Always remember, if you are moving, move fast, move swiftly. I've already talked about the first mover advantage on other occasions. Today I'm talking about the drawback of not moving fast. Remember this incident and always remember to move as swiftly as possible.